Hey, you guys. I just decided to add something to one of the previous videos I made, so I'm going to play that little 3-minute previous video. Then at the end of that, I'll add on what I just wanted to show you. All right. So here we go.
All right, you guys, I'm going to try to show you something that I learned, that somebody taught me this, like a telepathic being taught me this, and I think it was God. All right? It was like years and years and years ago. It was like suddenly some sort of being made mental contact with me and started trying to show me things about reality, about earth and life and reality and the Bible and stuff like that, and how it was prophesized that the things that would happen to me happened to me. Yeah. And basically, how I am the one called Moshiach ben Joseph, and how it's in the design of everything around me, and how my entire life, like all these people here, have been constantly trying to mislead me, misguide me, lead me into sin and suffering and ruin my life. And even when I try to stay away from them, they keep attacking, ruining my life. Yeah. And I never understood, but now I'm starting to see why, because these people really are the devil's rejects. Like they're totally controlled by the devil, who also had control of me at some point and just kept fucking polluting and corrupting me and ruining my life. But I'm going to show you what this being taught me. And it basically told me that in prophecy, the being had to be vague and cryptic so that things would still unfold and we'd still exist and still enjoy life and stuff like that. Otherwise, people would have figured things out and, you know, would have never had this relationship and everything the way that it is. But basically, like, one thing it showed me was that the word bruise actually means crush. All right? And so here we go. It starts off with Genesis 3:15 in the beginning of the Bible, where God says to the devil, "One will come, and then he shall crush thy head, which could be the mind, and thou shalt crush his heel, which is part of the foot." So it could mean foot. So he shall crush thy mind, and thou shalt crush his foot. And then in Isaiah 53, it says he was pierced for our transgressions, and he was crushed for our iniquities. All right. Now, this is my family's name, like a bunch of puppets. The father is Wilfred, the mother is Josephine, and then in order of birth was Angela, Benjamin, Christopher, Diana, and the last name is Barrington. You shorten all those names, take off the end of all those names, and it's Will, Joseph, Angel, Ben, Chris, Di, Barrington. And Ben in Hebrew means son, so it's basically like Will, Joseph, Angel's son Chris, die being crushed, like bearing a ton would be being crushed. So Will, Joseph, Angel's son Chris, die being crushed. All right? And then there's also in Greek, the word Christos means Messiah. Christos with no toes is Chris, or Messiah with no toes is Chris. All right, so here we go. I'll show you this, what happened to me years ago. All right, so if you see, my feet are different length and one's kind of puffed up and everything, and that's because a long time ago my foot was crushed and I lost my toes. And if you can see here in the ankle, that's where the surgeons pierced me to reroute my veins and stuff like that when reconstructing my foot. So I was pierced for his transgressions, and crushed, or pierced for our iniquities, crushed for our transgressions, or whatever. And I just basically wear a bandage because I have a pressure ulcer in my foot that leaks and stuff like that. So I have to constantly change the bandage every day for years and years and years and years and years. It's been like 10 years that I've had to wear bandages. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, it really is me. Yeah. This family, these people, all the people here, yeah, they're all part of like a cryptic story, yeah, about Moshiach ben Joseph and the Messiah and stuff like that. Yeah, really weird stuff. But anyway, I just thought you might be interested. There you go.
Okay, this is what I wanted to add on to the video about what I discovered last night a day or so after making that last Isaiah 53 and the foot crushing video and stuff like that. All right, this is what God showed me about Isaiah 53. All right, now it says in Isaiah 53 something like, our where I can't even remember what exactly it is, but basically, like, through his stripes we are healed and stuff like that. So basically, the Messiah washes away sin like soap. Messiah equals anointed equals oil poured over the head. Soap mixed with oil equals grease. Equals grease equals Greek. So we should look through Messiah in Greek is Christos. All right? And so the Messiah is bearing a lot for humanity. So we say Christos for us, bearing a lot, which transforms into Christo for us, bearing ton, or Christophoros, bearing ton, which in English is Christopher Barrington. All right? And then it says he basically bears a lot of horrors, like being pierced, crushed, and then led to a slaughter and stuff like that. And he doesn't say anything because he's dumb and whatever. So basically, he bears a lot of horrors. Now, the word grizzly means to cause horror or causing horror. So you have bear grizzly, or it's a grizzly bear, like grizzly bear. All right. The Okanagan word, the native language Okanagan word, Kelowna, means grizzly bear. All right? So you get Kelowna, BC, Canada. All right? So basically, you get Christopher Barrington of Kelowna, BC, Canada. Also, the Okanagan Lake is shaped like a snake or the devil. So it's sort of like Genesis 3:15, where he talks about, you know, he shall crush your head, and you shall crush his foot. That's what he says to the devil. That one day this guy would come, and he would crush the devil's head, and the devil would crush his foot. And that's where my foot was crushed, was in the Okanagan, where the lake is shaped like the devil. Like, seriously, this is true stuff. And if you look at this, here's my birth certificate for the province of British Columbia. Christopher Barrington, Kelowna, BC is the birthplace. Like, it's a true story. Like, it really is a true story.